Hello, class. My name is Miss Rachel Ashman. Welcome to the spring semester of Quantitative Reasoning. I'm looking forward to working with all of you. And let's go ahead and go through some administrative stuff to get you started. So once you click on the class in D2L, I want you to click on Content. Look at this top menu here, all of these, Course Home, Start Here, blah, blah, blah. Click on Content. All right, and then go down to, on this left-hand side, click on Schedule. All right, so this is going to be where you want to get started. So you want to first click on Orientation Assignments to see what you need to do to make sure that you don't get dropped from this class. So this is going to start at 10 tomorrow on January 10th, sorry. And I'm going to change this so it'll be available before noon. But let's click on Orientation Assignments. And these are the assignments that you need to complete prior to 11:59 p.m. on January 16th to ensure that you stay enrolled. So you need to review the syllabus and the schedule, which we're going to do here together. And then you're going to need to hop into Alex, get your account set up, and go through these three assignments. You're going to have to do a systems check quiz, which is going to have you download the lockdown browser, and it's going to ask you to show your ID. It's going to record you and make sure that your computer is up to date and can handle the requirements for this class. So you'll go through that. That's a pretty quick process. Then you'll do an initial knowledge check. That is going to be just a quick quiz where you answer some questions that you may or may not know. It's basically to gauge what you already know versus what you need to learn in this class. So try your best. Be honest. If you don't know it, click don't know. If you do know it, take the time to work it out and get it correct. Once you're completed with that, based on how well you did, you're going to have some review topics. If you really struggled, you're not good at math, if you had to click I don't know to a lot, you may have more review topics, but that's okay. This is to help prepare you to be successful in this class. Excuse me. So you need to get through these topics so you don't get dropped. Very important. Make sure these are done by January 16th at 11:59 p.m. If for some reason something comes up and you can't finish it, send me an email via D2L here or my MGA account, and we can make some kind of arrangement if necessary. But more than likely, I'm just going to say you have to have it done by the 16th. It's a requirement to stay in the class. So please get started as soon as possible. This may be a very busy week for you, so you need to get started right away to ensure you get it done. After all this is done, you will have 2 weeks per unit, so it will slow down a little. All right, so now that we've gone through that, let's look at the syllabus. So you just click the next bar and click on syllabus here. So let's review this a little. This is an online course, so there's no place on campus you have to come. If you are near the Cochran campus and want to come see me in person, I am in Memorial Hall 129. Here's my phone number. It does ring to Teams, which I have on my cell phone and my laptop and my work computer, so you should be able to reach me during my business hours. I only teach part-time. I'm teaching one class of this and then an IT class. What I do full-time is I run the Math Tutoring Center on our Cochran campus. I will be here from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So you can call me or set up a tutoring appointment for online or in person. On Fridays, I'll be only reachable via email. And after 6 p.m. during the week, you probably won't hear from me unless I'm online doing work. So if you email me after 6 p.m., I will probably get back to you the next morning, next business day. So if you're emailing me on the weekends, more than likely you'll have to wait till Monday morning to hear from me, okay? But please, please take advantage of our tutoring if you need it. It is free. I am always here to help. I want you to succeed. So please do not be afraid to reach out for help. All right, so let's go through some of the requirements for this class. There are no prerequisites because this is an entry-level course for college. The required materials will be access to Alex. So when you go buy your materials or your books, you'll be purchasing this. Actually, you won't be purchasing this at the bookstore. It will be, once you enrolled in the class, this is automatically charged to your account. So you should already have access to it. All right, so technology requirements. You'll want a calculator. It doesn't matter what kind. If you are going to be continuing your math classes, ATI 84 is suggested, but not required. You can always just use the calculator that is embedded in Alex, but it's not always available for every question. So if you want to have a calculator available for all questions, you need to have one because you will not be able to use your cell phone on the quizzes, tests, exams, etc. So please make sure you have a calculator on hand if you want it. Then you'll have to have access to a D2L, which is what we're in right now. And then a computer with reliable high-speed internet access with a camera and microphone. Again, those are required for exams. All right. So if you are struggling with the lockdown browser for some reason, you will have to come to campus, either the Macon campus or to see me here in Cochrane, to set up some kind of proctoring for those exams, in-person proctoring. So if you don't want to travel to campus, please make sure you get the requirements for this class. All right, so let's look at the breakdown for this class. You're going to have objectives, which is what's going to be teaching you how to do the assignments. Then once you finish the objectives, there'll be homework, there'll be practice tests, and your test. The practice tests are set up just like the test, so if you can master that practice test, you'll have no problem with the actual test. There are no makeup assignments. The only thing I will be offering is an optional midterm that will replace your Unit 1 or Unit 2 test. So if you did not do well on it or you missed it, you can take the optional midterm to replace that grade. An optional final will be to replace or make up the Unit 3, 4, or 5 test. So those are the only makeup options you have. Each test will also have an extra credit question at the end. Once you get to that last question, you'll see that it says 0 points. That is like that because I don't want it calculated into your total grade. Once everyone finishes the test, I'll go back in, make sure you got it correct, and give you credit for it. So if you see, you know you got it correct, but it's not reflecting right away, that's okay because I have to go in and manually give you credit for it. So after the due date, just go back and look and your grade will be adjusted if you got it correct. All right, so there is a breakdown of all the assignments here. You can go through and read those on your own. This attendance policy here is we are online, so you just have to be making sure that you sign in multiple times a week to make sure you're keeping up with announcements, due dates, assignments, etc. All right, and this says any students who do not actively participate in the class for 2 weeks will be administratively withdrawn from the course. This means that if there's no progress on assignments for 14 days, you will be withdrawn from the course. I do want to make a note though. If you're a student who gets all the work done for a unit right at the beginning when it opens, and you're just waiting those 2 weeks for the next unit to open, you won't be withdrawn because you are up to date on your work and there's nothing for you to do. This is more so for students who just quit working. But there's assignments out there for them to do, but they're not doing it. If you have any questions about this, feel free to reach out. All right, withdrawal policy here. If you do, for some reason, need to withdraw from the class, you can do so through March 13th with just a W on your transcript. If you withdraw after that, it will be a WF. All right, let's see. All right, tutoring here, I need to update this. It'll be updated when you go to open it. But tutoring for Macon and Cochran are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. on both campuses. All right, and I've already talked about the no-show, that if you don't have your orientation assignments due by the 16th at 11:59 p.m., you will be dropped from the class as a no-show. All right, and here's our schedule here. Orientation will be from January 10th to the 16th. Last day to drop will be the 17th. And then the 17th through the 30th is when Unit 1 starts. So you'll have 4 objectives to do. And your homework 1 will be covering the first 2. Homework 2 will be covering the next 2. And then your practice test opens on the 20th. And the test opens on the 24th. And all of this will be due by the 30th at 11:59 p.m. I have done my best to try to make these dates show up on the calendar in D2L. I wouldn't solely rely on that. Make sure you're keeping up with this schedule. If for some reason I have to push dates, I will update everything and put up an announcement in D2L. All right, so that is everything for right now. I will be doing another video later about navigating ALEKS. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me via email or phone. Good luck, guys. I look forward to working with you this semester.